Hi everybody, it's Fort Worth Mayor Betsy Price. I'm glad you're doing the Summer Reading Challenge through the Fort Worth Library. You're going to read a lot and learn a lot. I've already gotten a lot of questions from kids, and I'm going to read the question and who submitted it, and then I'm going to give you my answer. First question said, how do you become a mayor? I want to be a mayor, then a senator, then a governor, and then the first woman president. And that's from Ariana, who's an 8th grader. Ariana, that's a great ambition. I hope you are the first woman president. You become a mayor by working in your community, getting out, getting to know people, and then you have to run for it. You have to campaign for it. You got to get a lot of votes and a lot of supporters, and you got to be ready to make public policy for 900,000 people. Second question is from Sarah, who's a 2nd grader, and she says, what's your favorite book, Mayor? My favorite book, hands down, you won't know Sarah as a 2nd grader, but you will one of these days, is To Kill a Mockingbird. I try to read it every year or two just because it's got a beautiful message and it's well written. You too will have a favorite book one of these days. From Hannah, who's a 6th grader, how do you balance your family, social life with work? It's really hard, Hannah, sometimes in a community as big as ours, but I just have to learn to make time for my family. Friday nights are date night for my husband and I. We either stay home or we go out with just friends. Sunday is always family time. We go to church and then we spend time with our children and our grandchildren. Just make a commitment to do it, otherwise you lose that precious time. This next question says, what do you think would happen if there was no mayor? And that's from Celeste in the 4th grade. It's an interesting concept, Celeste. The mayor runs the city and directs policy, but there are 8 other council members and a city manager and department heads. The city would go on, but it wouldn't have quite as much focused direction without the mayor. Next question is from Alexander, who's a 5th grader, and he says, do you ever feel overwhelmed being mayor? You bet, Alexander. There are days I want to go, what am I thinking? But then I look back and I get questions from bright young kids like y'all, or nice comments from citizens who say, y'all are doing the right thing here, or we know we've made a major difference in somebody's life. Then you just push through and you're not near so overwhelmed. Next question is from Neil, who's a 10th grader. It says, how does the city lay out the plan that's best to benefit the citizens? Once a year, Neil, we do strategic planning for the city, and all 8 council members, the mayor, the city manager, and the department heads get together and take the input from our citizen survey on what our citizens are looking for in Fort Worth and what it is they like about Fort Worth, whether their quality of life is improving or not. We compile all of those and we plan together to make Fort Worth a better place. This one is from Ayana, who's a 10th grader, and it says, what was your favorite book as a child? My favorite book as a child was anything written by Dr. Seuss. Cat in the Hat, Green Eggs and Ham, Oh, the Places You'll Go, all of those I just absolutely love, and they are now my grandchildren's favorite books too. This one is a little longer, and it's from Abram, who's an 11th grader. He says, as a senior student in the fall, I fear easing restrictions too quickly will force the city to be locked down again, and that I will possibly spend my senior year in lockdown. What precautions are you taking? Abraham, we don't want anybody to be locked down again, but we want everybody to be careful. This virus is spreading. You need to all wear a mask because it really can make a difference. Social distance, stay 6 feet apart, respect the businesses, they're distancing apart, and don't gather in big crowds. Hopefully we can control the virus that way, and you can go back and have a fabulous senior year. Thank you all for your questions. Enjoy reading.